What's up, all you freaks and geeks of the world? It's your fairy sex mother. I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that I've been contemplating talking about for a very long time. But you know, why not? Let's just talk about it. So, in today's video, I'm going to talk about the backdoor action, the butt stuff. So if you guys want to learn more about the butt stuff, things to help with the butt stuff, and little fun facts about the butt stuff, and even stuff that can go in the butt stuff, stick around for this video. Boop. So the back door is basically the butt stuff, just basically anal sex. Anal sex is when you have sex in your anal cavity. Basically everything happens from the anus and so on and so forth. Most people who have anal sex are in the homosexual community or the LGBTQ community or whatever the case may be, but there are some heterosexuals who also endure or go through anal sex as well. There is honestly nothing wrong with anal sex. For a man, whoever wants to consider trying it one day, the anal cavity is where your G-spot is located. So if you're looking to have that poof orgasm, then you might want to try anal sex. For a woman, sometimes anal sex could be the thing that can like clench your vagina together. Because you know, the anal cavity is like here, and the vagina is like right there. It just doesn't put a piece of skin to separate it. So if your vagina is like kind of open in a sense, and you want to it back up, but you don't want to use Kegel balls and like that, if you try anal, it'll open it up in a way to where it's pushing your vagina closer together, and then bada bing bada boom, it's just a tighter vagina, and the guy is having sex, or your partner is having sex in a tighter hole than they could ever imagine. You know, there's benefits to it. When it comes to anal sex, you have to be very cautious about how you take care of yourself, how you clean yourself, the preparations, the before, the during, and the after, because anal sex is not like any other sex. You have to be clean, and you have to be cleanly when you're doing it, because the back door can create a lot of smells, and it can also create a lot of basically the back door isn't meant for something to go in, it's only meant for an exit. But you know, sometimes the back door feels kind of great. So here are a few tips that you should consider when you're performing anal sex. Number one, you should definitely make sure you poop after and before. Because if you are the kind of person that performs anal, honestly, if you're in a heterosexual relationship, after you start or go in the anal cavity, you can't come back out and go in the vagina, because it can give the girl a yeast infection, because the bacteria that's in the anal cavity can't go into the vajayjay. So, you know, once you're in the anal cavity, you're kind of staying there until you come. But the good thing is, you know, you come in the anus, come in the anal cavity, you can't get a girl pregnant. And, you know, of course, for the homosexual relationships, I mean, they only have one hole. So, you know, once you're there, you're there. But, you know, it's nice to take a poop before and a poop after you have anal sex. And then also when it comes to pooping, make sure you don't like force it to come out, but just sit on the toilet, sit down, and just calm yourself down and just naturally let the flow happen. Let it just naturally on the ground. In the toilet, of course, not on the ground. Number two, know the limit of your partner. There are some people who are more blessed than others. There are some guys who are more than others. So you have to understand that when you're going in the back door, you can't just ransack yourself in there like you normally would a vagina. And for, you know, the homosexuals out there, you know, God bless you, because you have to take it that way. But you know, as heterosexual people who have vaginas and the anal cavity who want to try anal, you know, we don't have that blessing. So yeah, you gotta be careful with how you put that thing in there, because you just don't want to hurt your partner. You don't want to keep just ransacking in there. Next thing you know, I can't hold my poop no more, or my appendix is broken. I can't, like, whatever the case may be, you want to be very, very careful as to how you smack that thing up in there. Like, you know, go with the motion of the ocean and, like, let it glide. Let it be like a nice little breeze through the sky, you know, a nice little wave to it. And then if the partner is like, yes, speed that thing up, like, work this, then, you know, ransack it. Number 3, make sure your person, or make sure you are, and actually the person, everything is lubricated. Make sure your penis is lubricated. Make sure if you're using a toy, make sure your dildo is lubricated. Make sure the anal cavity is lubricated. You do not, and you cannot go in the butt. Just, no, you got to add some form of lubrication in there, so that way you're already stretching the anal cavity. If you stretch it too much, and that in itself is skin. So if you stretch the skin and you rip the skin, you can cause some wear and tear that could burn, itch, be irritable, or that cannot just come back into place. So you have to be very careful as to how you, like, put it in there. And one of the ways you have to put it in there, or I would suggest you putting it in there, is triangle lubrication, or using lubrication. My handy dandy dandy lubrication is this one right here. My shirt. Is this one right here. I've had this thing since, how long did I have this? I think I've had this lube for over 5 months. I don't know if you guys can see this hair, but it's like bothering me. Okay, there it is. I've had this lube for like 5 months, and you know, I don't use it a lot, but this is how much of it I have left. And it's nice. It's made by Calozotics. It's called Anal Lube. It's a regular water-based lubricant. It's not desensitizing. It's not numbing. It doesn't do any of that. It doesn't want to come out right now. Okay, there we go. Like, I only have to use that much, and I can use this much on my partner, on his tip. And I can use this much on my anal cavity, and then once I put it like all there, I'm ready to go. I'm not applying no more until never. I'm not applying no more. Like, after I apply this much, I put it down there and we get going, and then we're done. I get in the shower and then I'm done. Like, that's it. It's water based. I talked about this in the video before, but I didn't go into serious detail about it because it's about like all the lubes. It is water based, so it's safe to use with your toys. It's made in the United States. It is 6 fluent ounces, and yeah, it is anal lubrication. So it's meant to go in the anal cavity. Is it safe to go in the vagina? No, but you know, it's only meant for anal. So and there it is. There it is. Number 4, try positions that are like comfortable for the body and the body naturally relaxes in. Like when you do the side fuck. The side fuck is like, you know, you're laying on your side and your partner is behind you on their side. The body is naturally going to relax because you're laying down, you're in a comfortable position. You don't have to hold your legs in a certain position. You don't have to hold your arms in a certain position. You don't have to like make sure you're in this position, because the number one thing when it comes to anal, you have to be relaxed. If you are not relaxed, it's not going to feel good. It's never going to feel good, because everyone who has said, oh, I tried and it hurt, you weren't relaxed, because anal doesn't feel that bad. Yes, it's a different kind of hurt, but I mean, hey, like if you've had sex with a vagina, you've had your cherry pop, your first time having sex, if it wasn't that painful, congrats to you, but you know, half of America feels differently. And hey, it's just like, get over it, and you just have to relax, and you have to sit there and calm down. So stay relaxed, and one of the ways of staying relaxed is being in a very, very comfortable position. And the one, like I said, that I think is the most comfortable one of them all is the side fuck. Side one, you know, like I said, you lay to the side, your partner's right behind you. Heterosexual relationships, your partner is right behind you, you're already in the vagina. All you gotta do is pull that thing out and then go over that small little bridge, and then you're right there in the anal cavity. You don't have to do that much of switching. You don't have to do that much like repositioning, none of that stuff. You're like already there. Number 5, if it is your first time, you know, having anal sex, you might be You know, you might get pooped on. Like, there it is. You might get pooped on. Your partner might, like, you know, drop a load on you accidental, and at the moment you might feel like it feels so good because it feels like a whole different sensation because it's like it's tight, it feels good, you got lube on, so you just thinking like, damn, this thing just wet, and then, you know, you pull out for some particular reason because you either came or you just feel like something isn't right, and then next thing you know, it's defecation on your ping. Don't get afraid and don't be no punk, or don't sit there and make, you know, the person feel bad. Like, it's gonna happen. If the person has regular sex or vaginal sex and her cherry pops, you're not gonna sit there and freak the fuck out because there's blood on your penis. Some of you guys be having sex with girls on their periods. So if it's poop, yeah, it's poop. But blood and poop, I mean, they're both nasty. So you can't sit there and decipher whichever one you want just because at the time the person does that to you. You know, just go in the shower, wipe yourself off, clean yourself off, make sure the partner is clean, tell them what happened in a very, very calm manner, you know, clean themselves off, and help them out, you know, like, just don't make it an awkward emotion, like, oh, you just boo-boo, like, chill, make them feel comfortable, because you know, you make them feel comfortable again the next time you try it again, bada bing, bada boom, you're just like, wow, this feels great. And the last tip I want to give about the backdoor action anal, whatever the case may be, number 6, is how to clean yourself. Okay, so like after anal, even if your partner doesn't come like in your butt and it's just strictly like, you know, wherever the case may be, or even if they do come in your butt, whatever, I recommend a natural douching. I don't believe in, you know, the regular douche where you get the ones from the stores and they have the ingredients and then you get up there and then, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm not into that. I don't agree with that. I don't F with that. So what I do is, afterwards, I get in the shower instantly because after you have sex anyways, you have to pee, poop, whatever the case may be, and then get to the shower and clean yourself off because of the extra bacteria. What I do is, I heard something. What I do is, I go, get in the shower, I turn my shower water on to whatever temperature I like it at that moment. Sometimes I take really cold showers, sometimes I take hot showers, just depends on how I feel that day. And I will glide slowly, I can say glidely, I will slowly bend over and I will just take my butt cheeks and I will spread them apart as much as I can and then just let the water naturally just fall in, whichever hole. And then whenever I stand up, or if I push it out, or whatever the case may be, it will come right back out. You know, just get all this toxin and stuff out, and then it's water. So, water has no extra ingredients, it has no chemicals, it has no toxins, it's water. Strictly water. So that concludes this video about backdoor action, backdoor stuff, anal little fun facts, fun tips about it. And in my next video, actually, I'm going to talk about this toy in particular. This right here is an anal bead. So if you want to learn about this anal bead or hear a review about it and then more about this water-based anal lubrication, stick around for the next video. But if you're done and this is all you need to know, these little fun facts, these little fun tips, cool. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And, you know, peace and release.
SEX, learn about sex. SEX, learn about sex. Might learn a thing or two. Learn about sex. Subscribe.